if you aim at nothing every single time, you are going to hit nothing. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a first step. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. Here in this channel we talk about relaxed hair growth tips, protective styling, and so much more concerning the hair topic in general. So if you know you're interested in this type of content, please consider subscribing to join the family. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to achieve your hair goals for 2023. I already made a video on how I plan to achieve my hair goals for the year, which was my last video, so you can check that out if you are interested. So yeah, like I said, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to achieve your hair goals for this year, whatever your hair goals are. It's possible you have been setting hair goals year after year for the past few years and you have not achieved any one of them. I know there was a time like that in my hair journey where I set goals for myself, but by the end of the year I barely achieved any of them, and I think that was mostly around when I was at a growth plateau where almost everything I tried was not working. My products, my regimen, everything was not working, and I was stuck at, I think, mid-back length. I think I already talked about this severally on my channel. You see the story of how I got past my hair growth plateau and everything I did around that time in my hair growth journey videos, in my hair regimen videos and all that. So you can check out those videos if you are interested. But yeah, like I said, there are times when you set goals for your hair and you fail to achieve them, and this usually means there is something you are doing wrong. So by following the tips I am going to list in this video, you'll be sure to get to your hair goals, or at least get close to them. So yeah, which is going to bring me to my first tip, which is set goals and write them down. Because if you don't have hair goals in the first place, what are we targeting? Because if you aim at nothing every single time, you are going to hit nothing. So you need to have a hair goal. It may be something as simple as making your hair more healthy, even though you are going to retain your length. It may be something as simple as retaining 2 inches of hair. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but you have to start by setting goals and writing them down. Out of sight is out of mind. So if you don't write them down, before you know, you've already forgotten them. So set hair goals, write them down, and write them down in a place you know that you can see them every day or almost every day. It could be on your phone, it could be on your vision board, it could be on a part of your room. Just try to put them in a place where you can see them every day, because the more you see your goals, the more you are reminded of them, the more you think of them, and the more you think of ways to try to achieve them, or like when they are simply out of your sight, and before you know, you even start forgetting what your hair goals were. So you have to start by setting hair goals and writing them down, which is going to lead me to my next tip, which is be specific with your goals. Don't set a vague goal like getting longer hair, because 1 inch of length retention is longer hair, 10 inches of length retention is longer hair. So be specific with what you want with your hair. Do you want to get like 2 inches of new growth in 3 months? Do you want to get like 10 inches of new growth in 1 year? Do you want to maintain your current length? Even with when it comes to making your hair more healthy, it has to be specific as well. Which part of your hair do you want to be more healthy? Is it the ends? Because if you have a specific goal like making your ends more healthy, then you know that one of the things you have to do will be trimming off dead ends. Another way you can be specific when it comes to the healthiness of your hair is to create a goal like making your hair stronger and less prone to breakage, which you can further break it down into things like doing more protein treatment, more deep conditioning routines, more protective styling, less manipulation, which are all going to lead to stronger hair and less breakage. So try as much as possible to be specific when setting your hair goals. And the specificity applies to the time duration as well. For example, if you want to gain 10 inches of length retention, in what time frame? Gaining 10 inches of length retention can take as short as 6 months, a year if you want it to be, can also take as long as 10 years if you want it to be. So when you want to be specific when it comes to your hair goals, be specific not just about the hair goals, but also about the time frame, the time duration you want to use in achieving those goals. Now, the next tip to help you achieve your hair goals for the year is to take deep conditioning seriously. I think I even made a full video dedicated to how to effectively deep condition your hair. Guys, don't joke when it comes to deep conditioning routines. If your deep conditioning routines are on point, you may even go without applying leave-in products on your hair. That's how much deep conditioning routines are important. Whatever your hair goals are, whether retaining length, whether making your hair more healthy, the importance of a deep conditioning routine cannot be overemphasized, whether protein deep conditioning, moisturizing deep conditioning. And that's why I make sure that every routine I do, like every wash routine or relaxer routine, I usually follow it up with a deep conditioning routine. I even want to take it a step further now by stepping up my protein deep conditioner, which I've talked about before in a previous video, I think in my last video, but which I'm going to try out probably after relaxing my hair. So make sure to stay tuned for that. So deep conditioning routines are actually very important when it comes to achieving your hair goals. It is called a deep conditioning routine for a reason. Deep, you are getting into, like, should I say, the core of your hair, giving it strength, nutrient, moisture, and all that from inside out. And that's why in my video how to effectively deep condition your hair, one of the ways I shared to make this happen is to make sure your hair pores are open to the product, which could be something as simple as putting on a plastic cap, or it could involve using heat to open up your pores. So there are many things to put into consideration when it comes to deep conditioning your hair. For example, the way you're going to deep condition your hair if you have low porosity hair may be different from the way you deep condition your hair if you have high porosity hair. So there are a whole lot of factors that interplay when it comes to effectively deep conditioning your hair, and you can check out my video on how to effectively deep condition your hair to get more information on how to like deep condition your hair better for optimum results and all that. So moving on, the next tip I'm going to be talking about is be consistent with an effective routine. Emphasis on the effective routine. Repeating the same thing over and over when it's not yielding results is like foolishness, because why are you repeating it when it's not giving you the results you want? And that's one of the things I usually say in my videos when it comes to creating a routine, creating a regimen, is to stick with that routine for a particular period of time, because that's the only way you're going to find out if it's effective or not. Because if you barely try the routine for your hair for just like 1 to 2 weeks, how are you going to know if it's effective? So you have to stick with the routine, with the regimen, with the product, whatever new thing you introduce for a particular period of time, at least 2 to 3 months, before you can tell if the routine is effective or not. If it is effective, then you go ahead and continue doing that. Be consistent with that routine. And if it's not effective, you make a few tweaks, a few changes to try and create a better routine that will be effective. Another point is you don't want to change every part of your routine at the same time, because some people just wake up and want to change everything about their hair care, their hair products, shampoos, conditioners, their protective styles, everything all at the same time. When you do this, at the end of the day, if you eventually see results, you won't know which part of the things or products you change is actually giving you that result. So when you want to like change your routine or change your regimen, your products, whatever you want to change concerning your hair care, you have to take it a step at a time, one product at a time, one deep conditioner at a time, so that when you eventually start seeing positive or negative results, you know which of the changes you made is actually causing these results. Now moving on to my next tip on how to achieve your hair goals for 2023. I think I mentioned this in my video last year as well, but I have to mention it again because of the importance, which is be patient. I have been on my hair journey for I think 8 years now. I started my hair journey in 2014. This is 2023, so that's like 9 years. Goodness, guys. By this year, around July, August, I would have been on my hair journey for 9 years, and I have not even gotten to where I want to be yet. So guys, being on a journey is called a journey for a reason. You can't just wake up and say you want to go from shoulder length to tailbone length in 2 years. Yeah, some people may have it lucky and change their hair drastically overnight, but that is not the case majority of the time. So you have to be patient. Take it slow, take it one step at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a first step. So take it a step at a time. be patient, and stop measuring your progress like every single day, because that's one of the things that's going to make you impatient. Imagine planting a seed and going to the spot where you planted it to check the growth like every single day. Of course, you get discouraged because you're going to see no changes or very little changes. So it's the same thing when it comes to your hair. When you measure your growth, your progress every single day, it almost seems like you are not seeing any progress. So when you want to do length checks, you want to do a comparison between how your hair is now and at a later date, give it some time, give it months. Guys, you won't believe, like, I usually do length checks like 3 to 4 times in a year maximum, and that is usually when I relax my hair and get a sick press. Yes, I do length checks that rarely, and if I decide to do it more frequently, I may get discouraged. So that's why I try to space it out, so that when I do a length check like now and I'm comparing it to my previous length like 6 months ago, I'll see the difference. So guys, Rome was not built in a day. Be patient. Apply the previous tips I have shared on this video, and I've shared so many other tips on multiple videos on my channel. I even have a whole playlist dedicated to hair growth tips, so you can check out that playlist as well. So if you implement all of these tips and you are patient, you actually achieve your hair goals, or worst case scenario, get close to your hair goals. So yeah guys, those are my tips on how to achieve your hair goals for the year. If you watched this video this far, please share with us down in the comment section below what your hair goals are for the year, and please be specific about them, all right? Because when you do that, it means that you have already implemented 2 tips I said in this video, which is to set hair goals and to be specific about them. So yeah, please share with us down in the comment section what your hair goals are for the year, and please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. If you are new here, please subscribe to join the fam if you haven't already, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.